Listen to me, and listen very closely. I am a capitalist. I love money, I respect money. And because I respect it, money flows to me. It finds me, it wants to be with me. But most of you treat money like it is trash. You get a paycheck on Friday and it burns a hole in your pocket. You trade your freedom for garbage. You trade your future for plastic junk. I have a very simple philosophy, and it is the only philosophy that matters. Money is my soldiers. Every single morning, I send my soldiers out to war. I want them to capture territory, I want them to take prisoners, and I want them to come back to me at night with more soldiers. That is called cash flow. That is called winning. But you take your soldiers into the backyard and you shoot them in the head. You slaughter your own army. You are not poor because of the economy. You are not poor because of the government. You are poor because you cannot stop buying stupid things. You are poor because you are emotionally weak. I see it every day on Shark Tank. Entrepreneurs come to me wanting my capital, but when I look at their personal balance sheet, it is a disaster. If you cannot manage your own wallet, you cannot manage my money. You are out. Today, I am going to save you from yourself. I'm going to list 5 things that are killing your financial future. 5 things you must stop buying immediately. If you want to be rich, if you want freedom, stop the madness. Number 1, the new car. This is the ultimate stupidity. It is financial suicide. You walk into a dealership, the salesman strokes your ego, you smell the leather, and your brain turns off. You sign a contract to pay interest on a depreciating asset. Do you understand the math? The second those rubber tires hit the public street, you lose 20% of the value. Gone, evaporated. You haven't even driven home yet, and you just lit $5,000 on fire. Over 5 years, that car loses 60% of its value. It is a dog. It is a bleeding wound in your finances. And you finance it? You pay the bank 7% interest to own something that is going to zero? If you brought that business model to me, I would kick you out of my office. Think about the hours you work. You trade your life for money. If your car payment is $700 plus insurance plus gas, you are spending $1,000 a month. If you make $25 an hour, you are working 40 hours a month, which is 1 full week just to pay for the car that takes you to work. That is slavery. You are working for Toyota. You are not working for yourself. But Kevin, you say, I need a reliable car. I have kids. Stop it. That is a lie you tell yourself. You want the new car because you want your neighbors to think you are rich. You need transportation. A car is a utility. It is a box with wheels. It gets you from point A to point B, and that is it. I am worth millions, and I do not buy new cars for personal use. Why? Because I respect my capital. I buy used. I let some other fool take the depreciation hit. I buy a car that is 3 years old. It looks new, it costs half the price, and I drive it until the wheels fall off. Take that $700 car payment and invest it in the S&P 500. Do that for 30 years, and you have over $1 million. You are driving $1 million retirement fund down the road, and it is rusting away. Stop buying new cars. Buy used. Pay cash. Invest the difference. Get real. Number 2, houses you cannot afford. The American dream has become a financial nightmare. Society told you that owning a home is the ultimate sign of success. So you go to the bank officer smiles at you and says, "Congratulations, you qualify for a $700,000 mortgage." And you think the bank is your friend? Wrong. The bank is a predator. They want you to be a slave to interest payments for 30 years. They will approve you for a mortgage that takes 50% of your income. If you spend 50% of your income on housing, you are dead to me. You are finished. You have no liquidity. You are house rich and cash poor. Your money is trapped in the drywall. It is trapped in the foundation. It is dead equity. You cannot eat your house. You cannot spend your house. And houses are hungry beasts. Property taxes, insurance, maintenance. The roof leaks, that is $10,000. The boiler breaks, that is $5,000. You think you own the house? Stop paying your taxes and see what happens. The government owns it. You are just renting it with a massive down payment. Here is my rule. Write this down. Your housing cost should never exceed 30% of your take-home pay. Ideally, 20%. I don't care if you have to live in a shoebox. I don't care if you have to rent. Renting is not throwing money away. Renting buys you freedom. Renting buys you mobility. If an opportunity comes up in another city, a renter can leave. An owner is stuck trying to sell an illiquid asset. If you buy a massive house to impress your neighbors, you are losing. Your neighbors do not pay your bills. They are too busy drowning in their own debt to care about your chandelier. I want you to have cash at the end of the month to feed the beast of compound interest. If your house prevents you from investing, your house is a prison. Sell it, downsize, and get your soldiers back. Number 3, brand new furniture. This is pure vanity. You buy the big house, and now you feel embarrassed because the rooms are empty. So you go to the showroom. You buy a $4,000 Italian leather sofa. You buy a $3,000 dining table. Are you insane? Furniture has no value. Zero. It is a donut. The moment you sit your rear end on that couch, it is used. It is worthless. Try to sell it on Craigslist tomorrow, and you will get pennies on the dollar. Why would you take your hard-earned capital, your precious soldiers, and turn them into wood and fabric that loses all value instantly? It is bad business. I buy value. I buy assets. I buy art because it appreciates. I buy vintage watches because they hold value. I buy stocks, but a chair? I will buy it used. I will buy it at an estate sale. Or I will keep the same chair for 20 years. Who cares? Nobody comes to your house and inspects the brand of your sofa. Let's look at the opportunity cost. You spend $30,000 furnishing your house. If you invested that $30,000 in the market, in 30 years, it becomes $300,000. So that couch didn't cost you $4,000. It cost you $40,000 of your future wealth. Is it worth working 5 extra years of your life just to sit on Italian leather? I don't think so. Don't invest in things you sit on. Invest in things that grow. Stop trying to look rich. Being rich is boring. Looking rich is expensive. Choose one. Number 4, technology and ghost money. I look at the lines outside the Apple store. I see sheep. I see livestock waiting to be sheared. You line up to spend $1,500 on a phone. For what? A camera that is 1% better? A screen that is slightly brighter? Your old phone works fine. It makes calls. It sends texts. Why are you replacing it? Because the marketing departments have hacked your brain. They convinced you that you are obsolete if you don't have the latest toy. You need to ask yourself, is this a toy or is this a tool? My phone is a tool. It is a weapon. I use it to make deals. I use it to make money. If it still works, I do not change it. I do not care if it is 3 years old. I only upgrade when it slows me down, when it costs me money. Buying a new phone just to look cool is stupidity. And let's talk about ghost money. The money that disappears without you noticing. Coffee. You think I am joking. I am not. You walk into a coffee shop, you pay $5 for a latte. You do that every morning. Then you pay $15 for a salad at lunch. That is $20 a day. That is $600 a month. That is over $7,000 a year. Do you know how much you have to earn to take home $7,000? You have to earn $10,000 pre-tax. You are working 2 full months of the year just to pay for coffee and sandwiches. 2 months of your life, flush down the toilet. You are a slave to the coffee shop. Invest that $7,000 a year, over 40 years, that is millions. You are literally drinking your retirement. Make coffee at home for 10 cents, pack a lunch, it tastes the same. Stop being a baby, be an owner. Instead of buying the iPhone, buy Apple stock. Instead of buying the Starbucks latte, buy Starbucks stock. Let Tim Cook work for you, don't work for him. Number 5, and this one makes my blood boil. Luxury experiences and weddings on debt. The wedding industry is a scam. It is designed to strip mine young couples of their wealth before they even start. You spend $50,000 on a party on one day. You buy flowers that die in 24 hours. You buy a dress you wear once and you put it on a credit card. You are digging a grave for your marriage on day one. Money stress is the #1 cause of divorce. You are inviting the devil to dinner. Go to the courthouse, have a nice dinner, save the $50,000 and invest it. In 30 years, that is $500,000. That is a real wedding gift. That is freedom. And vacations. I see you on Instagram. You are 25, you have student loans, but you are in Bora Bora. You are flying business class, and you are paying 18% interest on a Visa card to do it. You are insane. You are absolutely out of your mind. You are paying 18% interest for a tan, for a memory, for a picture to show people who secretly hate you? Listen to me. I love luxury. I am Mr. Wonderful. I love private jets. I love fine wine. I stay in the best hotels. But I never pay for them with principal. I pay for them with interest. I send my soldiers out to war. They come back with prisoners, which is profit. I spend the prisoners on vacation. I never touch the soldiers. The soldiers stay and fight. If you have to borrow money to go on vacation, you cannot afford the vacation, period. Stay home, work harder, get a second job. Don't pretend to be rich, be rich. So let's recap. Stop buying new cars. They are garbage. Stop buying houses you can't afford. They are prisons. Stop buying expensive furniture. It goes to zero. Stop upgrading your tech and drinking expensive coffee. It is a trap. Stop traveling and partying on debt. It is suicide. You have a choice today. You can keep doing what you are doing. You can stay on the hamster wheel. Imagine yourself at 65 years old. You are tired, your back hurts, but you have to go to work as a greeter at Walmart because you have no savings. Why? Because you bought a fancy couch when you were 30. Is that the life you want? Or you can get mean, you can get ruthless, you can take control, you can save that money, you can collect your soldiers, you can invest them, you can let the greatest companies in the world work for you. I want you to have freedom. I want you to be able to tell your boss to take a hike because you don't need the paycheck. That is what wealth is. But you have to earn it. Discipline is not fun. Saving is not sexy. But being poor sucks. Being in debt is stressful. Choose your hard. I choose the hard work of discipline so I can live the easy life of freedom later. Don't be a statistic. Be a capitalist. Treat your money like soldiers and stop killing them. Now, turn this off. Look at your bank account. Get angry and fix it. Don't let me down.